Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to everybody's favorite podcast, the Cheeseheads and the Bear podcast, episode 110. Who do we got here today?
Cheesehead number one. No, I'm just joking. Cheesehead number 2 is here. Mason Berg signing in. No Cheesehead number 1 today.
Yeah, I think we're way past the point of where we were flip flop.
I know.
That was like 100 episodes ago.
Got a hat. You're Cheesehead number 2, bitch.
It's
It
true.
says it,
It's official.
Wherever the head is, I'm not wearing it tonight, but it's there.
Oh, wherever the hat is. Wow.
I know where my hat is. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, upside down in the trash. That's where Mason's hat is. All right, this is Mason's room.
Everybody, grand tour.
There it is.
This is the Bear checking in. We're here.
And the Viking, Alex Rudinger. Come on, baby.
Beautiful.
Mm,
It is the NFL offseason, so you'd think, maybe no talk, but finally, it is here. NFL free agency has finally hit, and my God, it has been insane so far. Nothing, too crazy, not, like a generational move by any means yet, but I mean, there's been dudes moved,
There was.
and we're going to talk about it. Yeah, you know what? We could say absolutely there was. Absolutely. I like that. I like it. So we're going to start off today by, giving our teams, recaps. Obviously, we got Vikings, Bears, and Packers. All three of us will be giving our recaps of our teams. We're going to say the biggest loss of our teams, the biggest loss we've had, either trade or free agency loss, signing even maybe. If you want to give, maybe your team's biggest win, you could do that as well. Just, shed some positivity if there is any. We're going to be given our winner and losers of the free agency, probably at least 2 to 3 for each of us, seeing if we got any similarities or differences there. And then we'll just go through, any other recap of players, signings, teams. There's just so much that's happened. So we have an absolute fuck ton to talk about. And let's get into it, gentlemen. Starting off with the Viking, because the most recent move of one of our 3 teams has been a Vikings move. So, Alex,
mm,
doesn't matter how long it takes. It could be 10-minute recap, could be 5 minutes. Just kind of give your thoughts, and let us know what your team has done so far.
Well, I know mine's going to be a little bit longer than somebody's. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna go from not so crazy moves and work our way up to some of the crazier moves here. Re-signed our long snapper Andrew DePaula, all pro actually, long snapper. So shout out to him. Nothing crazy. I feel like it was Tavier Thomas. I think that's how you say that first name, Tavier. The safety, he re-signed with us as well. Now we're getting into the exciting signings and re-signings. James Pierre from the Steelers. Vikings signed him 2-year, $8.5 million deal. So pretty damn cheap. I really, really like this move for us. He, in Pittsburgh, was mostly a special teams guy for a really long time. Really found himself stuck behind some of those corners in Pittsburgh. But really, after I think it was week 10 last year was when he started to see some consistent playing time on defense starting, and he put up, I think it was like, in this PFF obviously, so shout out to PFF, but the best QBR when targeted, or the worst QBR when targeted. The QBR was the lowest when he was targeted, within whatever parameters it is. So I think it's huge. Not a huge contract. Plus, I think there's a ton of upside. And also, if he is kind of the lockdown corner, like he was kind of starting to show there, this is kind of going into what I was talking about a bunch of podcasts ago, but moving Byron Murphy back to that slot corner position where he thrived and was a Pro Bowler and was leading the league in interceptions. And, so I think if he can come in and make that big of an impact, I would really, really like that. And then going back to the Vikings dream offseason here, I said I really wanted this guy back because the younger guy that we have is not so great. But linebacker Eric Wilson re-signed with the Vikings on a 3-year, $22.5 million deal. I know he's a little bit older, so the 3-year, I'm sure it's a formality in terms of like spreading the cap hit out. But $22.5 million dollars a year with 12.5 million fully guaranteed. So he got paid, and he was an absolute beast for us last year. So I love that re-signing. Speaking of re-signings, on a guy who did pretty well for us, and I was sad to see if he had to go, Aaron Jones comes back on a reduced cap hit after we cut him. Comes right back. $5.5 million this year, lowered from $9 million, so saved us about $3.5 million.
Yep.
Cool, I appreciate it. Shout out to Aaron Jones. Absolutely love that guy.
Yeah. What a
Total
dog.
class act.
Amen.
And still a beast. So still got Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason. Love that. Now, last signing, like Mason said, this was breaking news about 2 hours ago. Kyler Murray signs a 1-year vet minimum deal with the Minnesota Vikings to come in. And at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to say compete, but coming
It's
in
not
to
gonna
be
a
the
competition,
QB1.
man. It's not
Yeah.
going to be a competition.
It's not.
I
Shouldn't be.
just I don't really know how to I was kind of talking to my dad about it earlier, and I don't really know how to feel because I had so many ups and downs last year with JJ McCarthy where, showed flashes. Oh my God, he could be good. Oh my God, he's ass and he's the worst. Oh my God, he could be good. Oh my God, he's ass and he's the worst. So I think, I don't think that JJ McCarthy, unless, he went and did some crazy off-season training programs. Like, I don't see him winning a quarterback battle versus Kyler Murray. As long as Kyler Murray's fully healthy, which at his opening press conference he said that he was, and he's going to be 100% ready when it's time to step out on the field. So I don't know if I can see him beating out Kyler Murray. The only concern I have with, let's say, Kyler Murray's QB1 is going to be the scheme. We don't have we've never really had like mobile quarterbacks since like a Tavares Jackson back in the late 2000s. Like we had, I don't even want to say Donovan McNabb because he was like 34 when he was with us. So we just don't have mobile quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater really wasn't all that mobile. He was more of a pocket passer, but he could scramble a little bit. So the scheme fit, I think, is a little bit of a question. And at the end of the day, this is really going to be up to Kevin O'Connell to show how good of a head coach he is and how good of an offensive guru / quarterback whisperer he is in order to adjust, the scheme that he had for Kirk Cousins and JJ McCarthy and Carson Wentz to now Kyler Murray, who's a completely different style of quarterback and much shorter, but much more mobile. And, we'll see how that plays out. But man, if it works, that offense, if we find a center, now that's one thing. If we find a center, because we fucking need one real bad. But if we find a center, this offense could be something special if we get like a 2019 version of Kyler Murray, or even just slightly similar to 2019 Kyler Murray.
Yeah, kind of going back a few pods when you were just saying that you don't want a project again. Totally makes sense. This is exactly what this is with Kyler. I got a great feeling he's going to be very, very good for you and get a contract somewhere else, and he's going to be gone the next year, because it obviously is a 1-year deal. Unless you want to sign him, but I don't really see you guys doing that.
Do you really think if he plays well for us this year, we would let him go after what just happened with Sam Darnold? I don't.
Well, the thing is, if you go to the playoffs and he somehow wins a playoff game, his number is going to be pretty high because he is, the market and all that baloney.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys with cap, I don't really know if you guys are going to have enough space for him.
Yeah,
we'll see. It would make sense, don't want to shoot yourself in the foot twice. That would be hilarious. But
Tyler
with
goes
your
out and
cap
wins a fucking Super
situation.
Bowl.
I don't
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if that would happen. That would be sweet for you guys, but this is great for Kyler. Obviously me being a Kyler guy, this is the one situation where I wanted him to go to because this is perfect. You got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, if he can stop getting in trouble all the goddamn time. TJ Hawkinson, like Alex said, restructured his contract, so he's
Oh,
ready
nice.
to ball.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones there, so this offense is loaded. You just got to get somebody to play quarterback, and Kyler has showed in his career that he can play at a high level. Obviously, it's been a few years, but with KOC, I'm pretty excited for this Minnesota team just in general for this upcoming season.
I love the Jones re-signing too, and I think it pairs well with Kyler too. You take a little bit of a load off of Aaron Jones at that point too, because you have a guy that can scramble. So I think it's just going to work out really well. And Jones is a great pass catcher as well.
I-
So I think
Those
he can scramble
off-schedule
out too.
plays are going to
Mm-hmm.
be disgusting for us
Yep.
this
Where he
year.
just kind of shimmies out on the sideline for a good 10-yard out route when Kyler's running down the sideline. I think it could be scary. And like Brendan said, Jettas and Addison, it's a great 1-2 punch. So. Eric Wilson,
And
also former Packer. What a W signing. That was like a huge, oh, yep, that's a W for the Vikings.
and it's like we always say it whenever Malik played us last year. Every NFC North team struggles with a rushing
Yep.
quarterback.
Oh
So
my God! Literally,
We just
the
don't
I-
have them. They're so
the I-
rare to have on our
we
teams.
hardly
Especially in the
ever
North.
have them.
like
Yes,
I mean Justin Fields was obviously a runner, but he just sucked. So like
Right.
you can't really use him as an example.
Right.
But
Aaron Rodgers, I guess, is the
Yeah,
most
super-
recent
super
example
mobile. Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
beast.
mobile quarterback. Like,
I mean
Tough
Caleb.
example, too.
I mean that would
Yeah,
probably be the
Caleb
most
this
mobile
year.
now, obviously. But
Yeah, Caleb. For sure.
it'll be
Yeah.
interesting. I'm excited to see how Kyler kind of takes this opportunity and either goes up or down. I think this is going to be pretty good team. If they did you guys sign Redmond back, or is he like
Yeah.
what's okay?
Yep.
All right, cool. What would you give their grade so far?
and I was gonna say A, but I think I'm gonna go B plus, only because I would have liked I would like to see a center. I know we'll probably draft one at 18, but in that case, then I would like to see a safety. Like we need, and I get we just re-signed Javier Thomas or whatever, but that's really not like a flashy signing, not really like a household kind of name, or even just like a somewhat deep pull kind of name. That's like a really only Vikings fans know who that is. So
100%.
Fair.
You,
Yeah.
and you didn't even know how to pronounce his name. So,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, I like your move so far. I was gonna. It was a B plus until Kyler for me. I put it up to an A minus because
Mm.
I didn't think JJ. Obviously, we've shit on him enough, but I just don't think he's good. And this team is win now, so Kyler gives you guys a better chance, in my opinion, to win more games. So
I have a question for you guys before we move on.
what is that
Do
question?
you think it's a worse look if we have Kyler this year, right? He does decent. We don't have to give him like a super crazy $55 million contract or anything like that. But like maybe like 40, somewhere 45, somewhere around there, and then ship JJ McCarthy off somewhere, or let him go somewhere else, and then he becomes good, or the inverse. Which is a worse look for the Vikings, given our very, very, very recent history?
Letting go of JJ.
Really?
Do you
I think
think?
that would
I'm
be
the
a worse
opposite.
look. I think that would be more embarrassing. I think for me, like if you let Kyler go,
I
it's like,
agree.
yeah, but like you knew that was probably going to happen. Like you didn't want to pay him. Like whatever, he's going to be good somewhere else. You expect that. If JJ leaves the Vikings and blows up somewhere else, do you know how shitty that looked? Because you guys
100%
drafted him
agree.
too. You drafted him and
Traded up, actually. Yeah.
moved up to get him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we're playing super hypothetical worlds, like I just don't see that happening because I'm not really high on JJ. But let's just say that does happen. It would probably be the JJ because obviously he was with the team. But in the real world, I don't think that happens. And Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones both left, and they both got paydays. So it's like if K1 goes in there and you guys win the North or whatever, or win a playoff game and let him walk. and he goes to some other team and does the same exact thing that Sam Darnold just did, maybe not win the Super Bowl, but like that team's really good as well. I would more lean that the K1 is a little bit worse look because it's
That's
like
fair.
how many like quarterbacks are you just gonna keep letting walk through your door, and it's just like you guys have a
All of them.
Super Bowl winning team in my opinion. Your team is very good, so it's like
Yeah, we actually
what
have
is
a
the
kicker.
what is the what is the purpose of bringing all these guys in just to develop them and then have them go somewhere else? It just doesn't make sense to me.
We're the Brewers of the
Literally,
NFL.
Jesus Christ, dude. Like
Always like
talking through it, it's
competitive.
like
Come
no,
on, go
Never,
out.
maybe
Go
keep
get a
never
bag.
get over the hump.
Yep,
Let
go
it
get
go,
a bag.
guys.
keep one.
Go get a bag somewhere else.
That's so funny. Love it though. I would definitely give Vikings a B plus as well, for sure. Definitely solid off season so far. Brennan, would you like to give the Bears recap?
Sweet. Okay, so I'm not gonna do what Alex did because we did a lot more than both of your teams. So I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
down the list of all the players that we've signed. Starting at the top, I'm just on NFL.com here. Case Keenum, vet, bringing him back. He was really good for
Dog.
Caleb development, and
Best backup
that
ever.
was just a cool signing for him to come back. And no, I don't think we trade Bajan unless some team really is that desperate for Bajan and they give us a second. I don't see a world where that happens. So I think he's staying, and that is our asking price. So yes, we want Bajan on our team, and that's what the deal has to be for us to move off on him. So I don't think he gets moved. Khalif Raymond from the Lions. So Ben Johnson just going over and getting a better Duvernay. So thank God I don't have to say Duvernay anymore. So that's awesome. Khalif Raymond, 31 years old. I don't really care about that. 1 year, $5 million. He'll be our kick returner. It's whatever. Wide receiver 4. Jade Walker to the moon. Here we go. Khalif Raymond, cool. Braxton Jones coming back for our offensive tackle competition, re-signing him for a year. Jordan McFadden, a guard for depth, because we just, lost Jude Dahlman, so, much depth as possible would be awesome. Jedrick Wills was a former first-round pick a few years back. He's comes from the Browns. We trade for Garrett Bradbury. Sweet. I was kind of expecting us to go for Linderbaum. I'm not going to lie to you. But once I saw Raiders give him $27 million a year, my jaw hit the floor. I was like, thank God. That works for me. We gave him a 5th. That's fine for me. I think we draft one in this upcoming draft and have him develop behind Bradbury. Daniel Hardy, special team guy. Neville Gilmore, just our Andrew Billings replacement. He is a huge human, so he's going to try to be a better Billings. And then the 3 fun kind of signings that we did. Devin Bush, linebacker. They were just preaching
So
in all
good.
the press conferences that we want speed. Edmonds is obviously out of here. He was pretty good for us last year before he got hurt. But Devin Bush had a phenomenal year with the Browns last year, playing next to Carson Schlesinger. So it's easy to look good next to him. But
Big Swiss.
yeah, he signed a 3-year, 30. He's just fast as hell. So that's what we're going for. All of the teams in the NFC North have speed wide receivers, and our linebackers last year were getting older and slower. So that was the idea, bringing in Devin Bush. DeMarco Jackson was that replacement for TJ Edwards when he tore his Achilles. So bringing him back on a 1 year, $7 million was sweet. He's very fast. And then 2 safeties. We got Elijah Hicks back, whatever. But Kobe Bryant. Finally got Kobe in Chicago. So thought that was pretty cool. 3 years, 40. They were eyeing him forever when the tampering started, and they pulled the trigger on him. So I like our signings. I wish we could do some restructures. I know you guys saw my text. We could do some restructures and open some cap. We only got $2 million right now in cap. And we had 3 safeties just get picked from us the last 24 hours, and
Yep.
all of them were under $9 million, and they were all 1-year deals. So that was a little annoying. Byard, CJ Gardner Johnson, and Brisker are all gone, and they I would have liked to have at least one of those guys back because we don't have another safety right now. We'll probably draft one, but those guys all went for 1 year, $9 million max, and that was Bayard, who was the oldest of those guys. So I give us like a B minus C plus, just because of the recent news of those safeties just getting picked from us for nothing. Kind of pissed me off, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of happens with the rest of the free agency.
Yeah, I was absolutely right in that B-ish kind of range too. I was just kind of waiting to see how you felt about Brisker leaving, CJ Gardner-Johnson leaving. Just kind of wanted to gauge your feelings, and obviously that brought you down a lot. So, I mean, I'll still stay at a B, obviously, because it doesn't piss me off as much. But I think the biggest signing for me was Devin Bush. Just kind of watching a little bit of his film, a little bit of highlights, watching or looking at his PFF grade, all that stuff, and the speed. We love PFF, man. That's what I go to now, just consistently. I'm like, this person PFF, O
Who's
line
this
like
guy?
PFF,
Yeah.
just literally everything. But yeah, I think Devin Bush is a huge, I wouldn't say upgrade, but a huge, I mean, slight upgrade, definitely an upgrade, I would think, to Tremaine Edmonds. That speed is going to be, like you said, a difference maker. Huge
Cover
difference.
Gibbs, man.
Gotta
Gotta
cover
cover
Gibbs,
Gibbs.
Damo, Watson, Addison, dude. He's always driving. I mean, walking, running fast.
Good one,
No,
dude.
but that was their thing. They were preaching in every press conference they talked about with Ben. He's like, we're going for speed. We don't care how good you are. If you're not fast, you're not playing on this team. And I think that's why they moved off all three safeties. To be honest with you,
That's fair.
not fast enough.
That
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bayard,
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna give him like a B minus, just because like we touched on plenty of times now, just the safety question marks. But overall, like I said, like Mason said, I really like that Devin Bush signing. So yeah,
I think Bradbury could be nice for you guys too. I know that everyone said he was like iffy last year. I mean, you don't think so? As a Vikings guy,
personal
he's not wearing
bias.
purple anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I
personal
know,
bias. He's not. His coolest fucking play ever was that like
Catching it, dude.
15-yard reception
on the Packers.
Yes, dude.
No,
That's how I know that
I think he's just trying to fill the hole.
That's all he's got to do. That's really all he's got to do, I think.
I was thinking we were going for Tyler, not trying that last name again. Nope. He's not on my team, so I don't care about him.
Biotish.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Never
the
tried
Commanders
that.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be good in LA, but after him, I was like, fuck, I don't know who we're going for. And then we traded for him, and I'm like, you know what? He was actually good in New England, so I'm not too mad about that.
We just got a little bit of breaking news here. Chiefs just signed Amari DiMercato to a 1-year deal to back up K9 now. So
yeah, we'll get to the Seahawks, but I hate them. I hope they win 2 games this year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I hope they die.
not gonna happen, but
I know,
No,
I know, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
Packers. Let's talk some Packers, guys.
let's-
Everyone, take your seats.
All right,
There's a lot of moves.
There's
we
gonna
got
be
a lot to talk about here.
There was a lot. I mean, if you want to talk about guys dropping ship and getting the hell out of here, yeah, we have a lot of moves to talk about then because everybody is gone. I mean,
No, we're
I
talking
think
about people you signed only. Yeah,
Yeah.
not people you
I know,
cut.
I know,
Yeah,
exactly. And we're talking about the signings. We've got the first one. I was really happy about this because in our offseason predictions and kind of just dream scenarios, Sean Ryan was coming back, and I love his versatility on the offensive line. Our O-line is god-awful, and hopefully it improves a little bit. Obviously, we restructured Banks' contract as he was dog water, so we'll see what he can do. Maybe takes a little step up, probably not, but Sean Ryan is back on a 3-year, $33 million contract. It's not horrible. Again, he's a very versatile guy, could play center, guard, either side. So we'll see what he does. Didn't have the greatest year either. I mean, no one really did on that offensive line. But
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The versatility is like what got him this contract. He's not very good either.
100%.
It's just kind of like he can play both. So like just in case.
It's exactly because God knowing our team's going to get hurt as always, and we're going to have to use Sean Ryan at center, left guard, right guard. Who knows? But again, that was a decent signing. Not pissed off about it. It's not the worst hit ever. So moving on, another signing that's, again, not a needle mover by any means, but Benjamin St. Juste from LA, 6'3" cornerback. I guess we're gonna go another Kevin King experiment. Tall cornerback.
He's big.
We'll hope that Kevin King .2 does not happen because we've already failed miserably with tall cornerbacks, and I think Nate Hobbs may have been over 6 foot too, so that's just another swing and miss. He's gone, thank God. But only 2 years, 10 mil. I was really hoping we would go out and get Greg Newsome from the Jags, originally from the Browns. I was just kind of hoping for another name that I kind of knew. I've heard of St.
You
Juste.
have Pro Bowl Nixon. What do you want a quarterback for?
Yeah, we do. And I don't even know if we've released Carrington Valentine. I can't remember if we did or not, but he still might be there. So, I mean, I guess St. Juste is our cornerback move unless we make a late, pick in the draft.
Yeah,
But
he'll go slot. Nixon
we'll see.
outside, dude.
Oh my God, we'll see. God, I'm so scared. And then getting into our two old ass signings here, we've got Zaire Franklin, who was phenomenal for the Colts for 2 seasons. We'll see what he can do. Maybe there's some life left in him. Last year, I mean, nothing crazy at all
Terrible.
by any means. He was actually awful.
Second worst middle linebacker according to PFF. So
I was not going to bring up that PFF. I did not.
Don't worry, I got it.
Shout
I
out
got it.
PFF.
I got it. No,
Shout out, y'all.
with the trade, it's cool. Obviously we'll get to your next signing here, but when this trade happened, I'm like, bro, your defensive tackles. Who was going to play defensive tackle? Obviously,
know.
you'll get to it in a second, but Zaire Franklin was good in like 2023.
Yep.
He's
That's
now
it.
30. Let Quay Walker walk. It's like, you have all this cap space. I'm just trying to understand and wrap my head around what you're doing with all this cap.
I don't know,
God,
man.
are we giving Jordan Love more money, dude? Like that? I think
I
that's what we
hope
should
not.
do.
I'm joking about Max.
$65 million a year.
67.
Let's up it. You know what? We need another wide receiver 3. Let's
Yeah,
go out
you
and
don't
get
have
Noah
You
Brown.
lost Romeo. You need another wide receiver.
Dude,
Oh,
I would
wait.
not be
It's not on here.
surprised.
It's not on here. You guys
It's
signed
not on
Sky
here.
Moore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sky Moore, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think that's more for special teams. I don't think he's
for
going to
sure.
be.
Oh, you
Yeah, he
would
ain't-
think,
yeah.
right?
I would hope.
You would-
I would hope and pray that he is not playing wide receiver anytime soon. And
Wide
I haven't
receiver
seen
1, Sky
Wicks
Moore.
hasn't been moved. Wicks hasn't been moved yet, so I'm assuming Wicks will be
Two-time
back.
Super Bowl champ to you.
That's true.
Hey,
Respect.
you know what? He wants to win another. That's why he signed here. But yeah, Brennan, like you said, after we let go of Colby Wooden and, not knowing what Devontae Wyatt's going to be like after coming back from injury,
Yeah.
the Packers, needing a big guy up the middle, maybe, some young power, anyone that's not over the age of, 30, I think he is?
33.
He's up there.
33.
Maybe we're hoping for a Calais Campbell type season from Javon freaking Hargrave.
Oh my
2
God,
years,
dude.
$23 million. Former Viking, actually. What a legend. Legend in purple.
Hell
Big,
no. That guy
big.
sucked. He was awful.
I mean, he's a Packers legend, and that aspect, absolutely being dog
Fit right in.
for the Vikings. I mean, I saw a video of his son getting hyped. His son
that was cool.
really
That was
hyped
cool.
to be a Green Bay Packer. Apparently, the family's always wanted to be a Packer, so maybe that ignites something in him. And obviously, we needed the body, so we'll see what he can do. I don't know if it was a scheme thing with Flores. Maybe Brian Flores didn't have the best utilization.
Hey, but
for
you have
him.
Micah Parsons, so that's all that you really need, right? That's
We
all you
got-
really need.
We got Micah getting doubled, so maybe that opens it up for
Alex.
Hargrave. I don't know, man. I don't like
Yes,
it,
sir.
Lucas Van Ness is going to be the Packers' edge number 2. How are you feeling about that?
I personally feel fucking great about that. As
Well, you
a
guys
person
said-
who's
I mean-
going to have to play that team twice a year, I feel great about
Pretty
Lucas
crazy. We
Van
got a
Ness.
lot of cap left, and Max
Oh, yeah.
Crosby's looking for a team. And
You know what? I don't think you have any more first-round picks, dude. You
I
don't.
don't.
got any
we don't.
more.
We have nothing.
Throw them away, I guess. Burn them all. But
Yeah,
No, dude.
no, we're not going
I-
to do it.
Going all
when
in,
I
dude.
saw when I saw the Gary trade, I was like, Jesus Christ, Jerry, you're a fucking idiot. And then I
Yeah,
saw you not sign Kingsley. I'm like,
that
Yeah,
one
that was
what
hurt.
are
crazy.
we doing?
One
What are
year,
we
$10
doing?
million. He just signed a 1 year, $10 million deal with I can't even remember who.
Like
Uh, shit,
Jets,
AFC
Jets,
team,
Jets,
Jets.
Jets.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, I was
Um,
AFC. There it is. God,
it's like
that hurt.
cool. It's really cool to have Jordan Love at 55 million and then Michael Parsons at 45 million. But I think you're seeing the bad sides of it right now. Where
Yeah,
and again, Packers don't really make moves in the free agency anyways, so
fair.
we shouldn't really be surprised. But your number one signing right now is Hargrave. Like what 25, 26 million in cap? Like
Yeah,
what are we doing, Green Bay? What are we doing?
yeah.
That's what I would just ask as
Hmm.
me being a Bears fan. But
Yeah,
do
and
we
with
want to
that
talk
being
about the Lions
the Lions,
since it's
sure,
NFC North really
sure.
quick?
Absolutely,
Sure.
because I mean, my grade for the Packers was
Oh,
a
sorry.
D plus, C minus, and the Lions are maybe worse, to be honest.
I'm giving the Packers a D, flat out.
Giving
That's
them a
fair.
D. I'll go D plus.
Giving them a D.
Yeah, I'm
They're
just
they're
going. I'm going plus with like the plus is like me hoping. It's like it could be
they get a plus
okay.
because
Like
they have Michael Parsons, so that's just about it.
there it is. Yeah, but yeah, the
Just really
Lions.
quick, the Lions, just because like we were making fun of the Packers, they have done even less. Teddy Bridge, fire,
I mean, I
fire,
love
back
it.
up,
I do
Goat.
love it, but it doesn't
fire.
do anything.
Yeah, it means
Fire.
nothing, but
Isaiah Pacheco,
That means
nothing.
the
half.
team got worse. Team got worse.
Yep.
Team got worse.
Montgomery to Pacheco, a
Yeah.
downgrade
Oof.
for sure.
Cade Mays, I like that. I like
That's
that
Yeah.
signing
solid.
for
I
them.
think
Yeah.
didn't Connor wasn't Connor mentioning something about Cade Mays? I think he was mentioning him in the Jets offseason. That was a name that got brought
Oh,
up a lot. So,
I think that sounds right.
yeah,
Larry
shots for that.
Borum, sucks. So that was awesome to see Lions fan hyping him up. Juice Scruggs, probably be a starter for
Sure.
them. Rocky Sin and Christian. I'm not trying that last name. Cornerback
Isian. Yeah, I don't know.
Isian. This sucks, but we can
Yeah.
move on. I'm giving them an F.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
that
dude,
that that's it.
Yeah.
Rock Ya-Sin gets rocked. I don't think he's anything special. I've seen him make a couple solid plays. That was so corny, I know. But
Oh my god. Oh
God
my
damn it,
God.
dude.
See, and I thought about earlier making a like need for speed joke when Brennan was talking about the Bears talking about how they needed speed all year, and I was like,
Yeah,
no,
that would've been
that's way too corny. And then you said some shit like that, and I thought to
Oh.
myself just now, I should have said that because that would have made that look way
Yeah.
worse.
that's it.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't have said that shit if you would have said that earlier. So you fucked me over. All right, quickly though,
Oh.
quickly. This could be, someone that we lost, someone that we signed. We'll just go Alex, Brennan, me, same order as last time. The biggest loss so far from your team. What is it?
Yeah, man. I feel like for us, it's pretty simple. It's going to be Ryan Kelly, our center, our starting center. Granted, didn't play very much for us last year with all the concussions. Looking out for him. He has had a lot of concussions in his not too long NFL career. So hopefully he can stay healthy and get his mind right, literally, outside of football, because CTE and all that stuff, man, it's not a joke. But our biggest loss is going to be our starting center. So now that is going to be our biggest need heading into the rest of this free agency and the draft.
Yeah, just bank off that. Our center as well, our Pro Bowl center retiring, but that's pretty easy. So I'm gonna go either Byard or Edmonds. I like our linebackers, like I said, that we brought in, but Edmonds is still 27 years old, so his size will be missed. And then Byard, we don't have a second safety, and he wasn't damn near an All-Pro last year, so or maybe he was, I can't remember. But he was pretty damn good for that team last year, or for our team. So those three guys are mine.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I personally feel like Elton Jenkins is our biggest loss just because our O line sucks so bad. And granted, he's been hurt for a couple seasons and hasn't played the best. Like he was a former Pro Bowler. Obviously, probably won't get back to that level. But I mean, you guys were speaking O lines, and I think for me that probably is the biggest loss. Now, another one that crossed my mind is Enagbari. I mean, I don't think it
Yeah,
impacts our team. I don't think it impacts our team as much because we still got McDuffie and Edrin Cooper. But I mean, just having another linebacker like him, and he made so many just key plays down the stretch of the season. I mean, that Bears tackle is the first one that comes to mind. So
100%.
watching him sign a 1 year, $10 million deals for the Jets. Oh, come on! Like we could have just
Yeah,
signed him to a 1 year, even a 2 year, like 2 year, 15. Fuck,
yeah,
just
something
something
like that.
light. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll also say for mine, it's gonna be obviously, we were never gonna keep him. We were never gonna pay him, so it,
Naylor.
it wasn't gonna happen. But Jalen Naylor does suck
Hmm.
to see him leave.
Yeah.
He was an absolute beast. Our most consistent wide receiver last year, with when he was next to Justin Jefferson and
It was
Jordan Addison.
crazy. It's
So
nuts.
it really did suck seeing him have to leave. But at the same time, it was very bittersweet because he went out and he got himself a bag from the Raiders. Shout out to him. He'll get a chance to go out there and compete to be that wide receiver one with Trey Tucker. So
That's crazy. I mean, he absolutely could win that spot too,
100%.
easily,
Well,
easily.
hey, you think you signed back Rashid Walker or no?
Yes.
You think so?
I think we absolutely need to. I think we would be
Mm,
stupid not to after
I agree.
letting Jenkins go and looking at what Banks did last year and not having the depth. Our depth is not great
Yeah,
yet.
they
Yes. Yes.
really love Jordan Morgan. So they
Ugh.
he just sucks at guard, I guess. So that's kind of why I think they're waiting on to see if he
Right.
gets signed somewhere, but they really want him at tackle because he's not very good at guard, I guess,
Yeah.
according to other Packer fans.
Yep. 100% agree with that. And obviously, speaking of losers, the Packers are definitely one of my losers, but we can get into our winners and losers of free agency.
Spoiler.
Maybe starting with winners. Maybe starting with winners here. And I'd like to start because I'd like to see what you guys think about this. Obviously, this team I think is going to be pretty ass next year. I don't think they're going to even have a chance to win the division by any means, but I gave the Raiders a W. Obviously, they had a lot of money to spend, but I
Right.
think they spent it well. They got Jalen Naylor, who I loved on the Vikings. Obviously, didn't love him as a Packers fan, but I like his game a lot. And I think him, Trey Tucker, Jack Beck, I mean, any one of those guys could, rise up and become a solid receiver. So with Mendoza coming in, he's got options. Tyler Linderbaum, obviously the big one there, 3 year, $81 million deal. Got a great center. They signed N'Kobe Dean and Quay Walker, who are two solid linebackers. Very scared for Quay because he's an idiot and now he's in Vegas and the trend does not fit him well whatsoever. So praying for his health and safety. But it's a great pickup for them. And then Stokes, I mean, God damn it, he didn't do shit for us, but he's been great for Las Vegas. And you go out and get Taron Johnson, so they made a lot of solid moves. I have to give him a W. And Matt Gay, I mean, great kicker in Matt Gay too. So they're gonna get Mendoza if everything goes right and Connor's prediction is way off like it should be.
You think do you think
100%.
do you think they should take Mendoza or trade back?
They should 150 million% take Mendoza, and if they don't, it's
Really?
the
Okay.
biggest
Yes.
L I've ever seen from a team ever.
Really? Okay.
100%.
With no,
I
they just let
completely
Gino
agree.
go. I mean, that's like letting Gino go was like there it is, like quarterback Mendoza,
Yeah.
here he comes.
You think
100%.
Mendoza can go in there and like succeed though with like the weapons you were just saying, Naylor and uh Trey Tucker?
Bowers,
And
Genty,
Brock
I got to
Bowers,
mention
Ashton
Bowers and
Genty.
Genty.
Yeah.
The line, I mean, with
The
Linderbaum,
line
I don't know
sucks
anyone else,
still.
but it
And
could be
Powers.
better. Could be
Yeah.
better. I don't think he excels by any means because this Raiders team is not great, and they're probably not going to be, like I said. But I think Mendoza could come in there and go for 3,000, a nice cool 3,000 with low turnover rate. I think not asking too much of them. I don't think they're going to win, but I think
Well,
they could be
that's the
solid.
thing is like you can either I think they should do like a try to do a Panthers Bears trade. I know that's probably not doable nowadays, but this team is not a quarterback away, and we can get into more of that when we do draft
Yeah,
stuff. But my opinion, they should trade back because Mendoza
interesting.
will go in there and it'll be just like a Cam Ward. Obviously, the Raiders are a little bit better with all their signings they did, but they're still far away, and that division's
Yeah,
pretty tough.
that's
I,
fair.
I think
But
that's what's the hardest part is going to be the division. I don't think they're that bad or that far away. I guess I would say. I think that their offense is pretty solid. Obviously, if they keep Max Crosby, he's a game wrecker in himself. So he makes all the other players on the defense better. Mason already touched on some of their other defensive players that they either re-signed or acquired. So I think they're a little bit closer, but that division is definitely the toughest thing that they have to overcome by far.
what do you think when you say closer to what?
Well, you said that they're like far away. They're way more than a quarterback away, and I don't know if I
mean,
agree with
they were
that
just
sentiment.
They were just the worst team in the league.
Right, and then they just spent $170 million to bring in all these people, so they made their team better. Plus, I think if they keep Max Crosby, I think that defense is in a
Which
tough
is
spot.
expected to happen. I think that's what's going to happen.
Exactly. So if they keep Max Crosby, that's just going to improve the play of everybody else on that defense. So I think that offense is in a pretty solid spot, to be honest with you. The line, like we talked about, the line isn't great, but not every team has a perfect roster. You know what I mean? They can still go out and they can be like a 8-9 win team, something like that.
You think they can be an 8-9 win team?
I don't know
was
what
gonna
I don't know what their
say
schedule
six.
is. I have
With
not looked
Mendoza
at the
doing
Raiders'
six.
schedule.
Oh yeah, me
But-
neither.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, they signed a lot of people. Everyone says, and I don't seem to really agree with it, but a lot of people do say the bad teams, obviously them being the number one seed, make all the moves, and they had all the money to make the moves as well. They paid a lot for some of these guys, obviously with Linderbaum, but yeah, that's just my opinion on the Raiders. I think they should trade it back. But we'll see. That they seem pretty set on Mendoza. But we want to stay with winners, or do we want to?
Yeah. Someone else can give a winner.
Okay. I'll go. Let me see if we can jump to this. Here we go. I'm gonna go with the easy one here. I'm gonna go with the Rams. The Rams are a winner for me. They're a wagon, dude. Their team is actually disgusting. Let's see if I can pull this up. No, it didn't jump to it. I know they traded for McDuffie, and they got Watson as well. So, two, big corners that they were desperately needing last year.
Very much.
They had 2 first-round picks in this upcoming draft. So it's like, who really cares about that first-round pick? Since they already have, I think it's pick 14 or 15 in this upcoming draft. But signed back to Higbee, traded for Trent Williams. Jalen Watson came in as well. Cam Curl is also back on the team. So this team is there's not many holes on this team, and they also have a high first round pick. So I'm pretty excited for this Rams team, and I think they're a winner for the free agency for sure.
I like that.
Easily.
I had them as a winner as well. So
Yep.
but I will give a different winner that I have here. And oddly enough, I did comment a little bit on it on our most recent TikTok at Cheese Bear Pod. Go check it out on TikTok. But I think I think the Browns are winners for this
Ooh, okay.
NFL free agency. Jeez, I'm having a stroke right now. I have the Cleveland Browns as one of my winners for this year's free agency. There we go. They completely, and when I say completely, I mean completely revamped this offensive line. By the way, we talked about it. You guys were talking about it a little bit earlier. Elton Jenkins, he's on the Browns. So, him along with Zion Johnson, Tevin Jenkins, Titus Howard, they are going to have a completely new offensive line, which is what was needed because that offensive line was garbage last year.
Yeah.
But I think if they, I already predicted, I think Shador is going to be their week 1 starter. A brand new offensive line. They got Judkins. They have Harold Fannin. They have Jerry Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy, guys.
I think they take I really do think they take a wide receiver with their first round pick. But that offense, if that offensive line can play well, that offense is going to be solid, and we all know how elite that defense is just in general. Plus, you throw Myles Garrett on top of it. So I think I think this Cleveland Browns team has a chance to kind of work their way up that division and win quite a few games this year with this completely revamped offensive line.
They're the 6th pick right now. What position do you think they take?
Wide receiver.
You think so? I love
Yes.
that. I love that.
Nice.
We'll do a mock maybe next week. That would be pretty fun. Like first 10 picks or something.
Always
Is he
send it
looking
down
at a
there.
mock draft right now?
PFF right now. Yes.
Nice. Yeah. I think we should do that next week. That'd be pretty fun. First 10 picks,
Absolutely.
just make it easy.
Cardinal Tate.
That would be sick. Tate's gonna be pretty good. I mean, Ohio State guy, but
Yeah, he's gonna be a dog.
Mason, you got another winner? I got a few more.
Yeah, I absolutely do have a few more winners, and I did mention it earlier. I think before the podcast started, but I gave the Commanders a W here. I really liked all the weird moves that they made, starting with Chigakonkwo. Obviously, Zach Ertz
Hey, you
is
guys
on
are
his
big
way out.
Chicago guys.
Yes,
All right.
dude.
All
I did.
right.
He never really did anything in Tennessee, but I think that's because it was Tennessee and he didn't have the opportunity. And I think he's a big, quick enough body, and I think he's going to improve that tight end position. Traylon Burks, whatever, you don't really need him. You still got Debo and Terry.
Yeah, that one catch gave him a contract, bro.
Right.
good.
You still got Debo, still got Terry. So I think just adding
No.
Shig, it's a great target to have.
Debo's cut.
Oh, really?
Debo's not on the team.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
not.
okay,
on
well,
the
then
team
you go
anymore.
out-
Possible Ayuk.
Go out and get
Yeah.
IU. Yep.
Possible
Rashad
Ayuk.
White,
you
like you said, they played together at ASU. I'm like, dude, did he play with fucking everybody at ASU? Like, holy shit.
Everyone was at ASU, man.
Literally.
They're just going to have a college reunion.
Yeah,
out there.
literally. I mean, Ayuk's a bum,
Washington.
but that would make sense since
Yeah.
they don't have any other wide receivers. So
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other moves. I think the Laramie Tunzel signing, or re-signing, whatever you want to call it, fantastic. He was great. Nick Allegretti, another great re-signing. I mean, their offensive line, I think, was top 10 last year. It was up there.
good.
They had a really great offensive line, so they brought back some of those pieces. Fantastic. Owa, that 4-year, $100 million edge, great signing. I love the Leo Chanel signing for a 3-year, $24 million at linebacker. He's phenomenal. Nick Cross is a great signing at safety. Tress
Love
Way,
that.
what a great punter. Jake
Dog.
Moody coming in could be great for them because Jake Moody's been iffy.
Jake Moody.
I mean, dude, they just made so many good moves. Even Rashad White, great RB2. Because I'm telling you, Bill Crosby Merritt's going to have 1,000 next year. Stamp
Gee,
it.
I wonder why you're saying that. There's no way you could be biased or anything, right?
I don't have him in
Is
Dynasty.
he
I swear.
on your dynasty team now?
I do not
Yeah.
have him in Dynasty.
Going
Yep,
around.
yes, he is. He's getting passed around.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the Commanders.
I love
And they
that.
re-signed Marcus Mariota. W. I mean, just so many W's all over the board. I loved it. I loved
Even their logo.
Mm.
Good one.
Oh, wow.
All right. I got my next winner is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like a lot of what the Pittsburgh Steelers have done. Bringing in Rico, obviously
Oh, yeah.
losing, a beast of Gainwell, had to fill those enormous shoes somehow. Rico will come in and try to be his best replacement. He'll do his best. Michael Pittman. Bringing in Michael Pittman for a 7th round pick?
Yeah,
W.
Something
W.
crazy like
that's
that.
crazy.
It's like DJ Moore trade. That just seems insane to me now that this trade came around. Shout out the Bills. But Michael Pittman is on the Steelers now, and now you got 2 enormous wide receivers, different play styles, but that's probably a good thing. Cameron Hayward restructures his stuff. He gets an extension. Jamal Dean is a cornerback, so they have 8 bajillion cornerbacks in Pittsburgh still, and Asante Samuel re-signs, so he's going to come and play a full regular season coming off his injury, which is awesome. Still wish he was on the Bears, but that's good that he is back in Pittsburgh. And then Darnell Savage, backer legend, beast.
Hey,
Dog.
why not, dude? Why not?
And then, right before we started recording, Brisker goes to Pittsburgh as well. So I'm liking every move that they're making. They're making small moves around the margins. I hate, the only thing I will say that I don't like is Aaron Rodgers just playing mind games with them. Just tell them if you're playing or not.
Every
Look,
year, dude.
every
This has
year.
been the same thing for the last
Yeah, I
10
know.
fucking
I'm-
years.
I'm
know,
not even
I know.
phased by it anymore.
I know, but Mike
dude.
McCarthy's there now, and he's like, please, Aaron,
I'm
please
so
come
happy
back."
for Mike. I'm so happy for him. Okay, did you sign back? No.
I don't even
Well,
know.
I
who
haven't
the
had any
Steelers are.
contracts put in front of me. Nothing's
Yeah.
official. Fuck you.
Literally
You fucking
cap.
fuck.
But besides that, I like every move that they've made. Their cornerbacks are all going to be really good. Their safety room got better, in my opinion. And yeah, I just like everything that they've done over there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair enough. I put this team as an honorable mention because I don't know if I necessarily want to put them in the winners, only because I need to see how some of these players play based on the contracts that they got. Maybe that was a little bit of a hint here, but I got the Carolina Panthers as an honorable
Okay.
mention for the
As an
winners.
honorable mention. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Jalen Phillips, that contract,
Yeah.
it's huge, right? Very
Fuck it.
injury prone, dude. He is
Fuck
a
it.
very injury, but when he's in, he's a beast. We saw it. We saw it with Philly last
We don't
year.
play
So
it. We don't think like that.
Yeah,
We think
no.
he's going to be playing all 17 games.
100%.
And I love it. I love it. They were
Jalen Phillips
a
went out
winner
and got
for me.
their guy.
Yeah.
Then also on top of that, Devin Lloyd they
Money.
go out and they sign Devin Lloyd from the Jags. Huge sign. I love that. Honestly, that's better to me than the Jalen Phillips, only because of the injury question. That Devin Lloyd is my favorite signing that the Panthers made there. They get Isaiah Simmons, Packer legend.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know that's what
man.
you were going to say. That'd be
Packer
funny. I
legend.
loved that.
I knew it was coming.
That would have been hilarious.
Just let everyone go.
But no, then they signed a center, Luke Fortner, Stone Forsythe. They brought in John Mechie III. Shout out to him. They brought Kenny Pickett in as a backup.
I like
So
that.
I mean, this team is so up and down. I think adding Devin Lloyd, Jalen Phillips to that defense, have those guys being your captains and you know the center, the cornerstones of that defense is going to be huge for them. I think they just need some more consistent play on offense. I can't wait to see Jalen Coker take that wide receiver 2 spot from stupid ass Xavier Legette. God, I can't stand that guy.
Well, that's why they brought in Mechie, bro. He might be 4.
Prime example of freaking huge, perfect NFL body. Sucks at football. But you know, we'll see how Bryce Young progresses. But I do have the Panthers as an honorable mention for the winners because I just wanted to give them slight props.
Bro, I had him as a cemented winner. I'm not
Really?
going to lie.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that defense is going to be absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. So I had them as a winner. I have one winner left. So Mason, how many winners you got left?
I also have one left, and I had an honorable mention to the Houston Texans, just because I really like Reed Blankenship going there. I thought that was just awesome. But my other winner is the Tennessee Titans. I know I really wasn't talking too much. I wasn't talking too much about him, but you know, Wan'Dale Robinson. We'll see what his little ass can do over in Tennessee.
That was
Yeah,
unnecessary.
One-
Unnecessary.
not shitting on him. Not shitting on him.
His
He was
little
great
ass.
for New York, but he's very
that's a
tiny.
T.
All
One
right.
more, you're out of here.
All right. But with the defense, I think the defense is really what I liked about it. Between Jermaine Johnson, John Franklin Myers, they got Alante Taylor, Joshua Williams is there on a 2-year deal. I think their defense is improved by a landslide. So quickly, the Tennessee Titans W.
Cool.
Oh, Mr. Trubisky. Shit.
Oh yeah, Mitch Trubisky, beast,
Ooh.
MVP.
Wow. Great backup.
Beast. I agree and disagree with the Texans. I wish they would have got some people on the line. Like I think that was
That's why I was an honorable mention. Yeah,
everyone was
100%.
saying that, but that was it. Reed is cool. The last thing they needed was defense, so it was just kind of funny that their one big signing was another defensive
It's
player.
hilarious, dude.
My honorable mention was the Bills. I like a lot of their stuff they're doing. But my last winner was the New York Giants. New York Giants. Getting Pat Ricard, thought that was pretty cool. Isaiah Likely, him and Theo are a cool duo. I think that's going to be pretty sweet. I'm a big fan of that. Isaiah Hodgins, depth guy. Jermaine Illuminor, brought him back. Very good O-lineman. Evan Neal, whatever. Tremaine Edmonds. You know, they got rid of K. Edmonds comes in, kind of fills that gap, cheaper, and I would say better. McFadden, sure. Greg Newsome. Thought that was really surprising that the Jags let him go. more and more I think about it, I think Travis Hunter is going to be playing mostly corner now.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was the
100%.
main reason of bringing Newsom in, because they don't have another corner in Jacksonville. But Greg Newsom 1-year deal with the Giants on $8 million. Don't understand how the Jags just don't throw that money, but we just don't
Or
know things
another
sometimes.
team.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't need a corner, dude. My corners are fine. Corners are fine.
Mason's there on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know who he was pointing at. I was like, wait, what? Everyone's pointing at.
he's off for
I
me.
realized that, and then I started pointing at the cameras.
Sure. And then Jason Sanders, kicker, whatever. But they were a big spenders as well, and I'm always going to be a fan of giving Daddy Dart as many weapons as you can.
I was kind of shocked that Isaiah Likely went and signed there, only because I really like Theo on that in that spot.
Who's their coach?
Yeah. Touche.
He came and said, "Zoink! I'm taking him.
Hey,
He's coming with me."
Andrews just to steal Likely. That's
He
dirty.
did that shit on purpose,
That is
dude.
dirty.
That's awesome.
I love that though.
Mm-hmm. You have another winner, Alex, or we go to losers?
Yeah, of course. I have one more winner, and
Minnesota Vikings.
If you can't look on the wall here,
Come on.
it's obviously the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, we went over all the moves already, so we don't have to do all that. But like I said in the recap, if Kyler Murray can play well and we can fit this, and he can fit a scheme, and KOC can come up with a better scheme to fit Kyler Murray's play style, this team, man, it's going to be dangerous, especially since we kept Brian Flores, and this defense is going to be a guaranteed top 7, 8 in the league unit next year. Just wait. Just need to see Kyler Murray and see if he can play well, and if he can.
I will say, I was making this lunchtime today. I will say I have K1. If Vikings as a winner, if K1 signs with Minnesota, so
Check.
There it is.
So they are a winner for me. I was waiting to see if Mr. Viking was gonna do it. So I'm glad he did.
Definite W there. Let's
Losers,
transition
Here we
into
go.
the losers.
Yeah.
So
Excited for this.
if we're talking about our own teams, he just gave the Vikings a W. I already kind of mentioned it, and I'll just start off really easily here, but I'm giving the Green Bay Packers. They were my first L, easily.
Packers
Letting
free
so
agency
many people-
losers? No way, dude.
What's new?
That
What's
never
new?
happened.
Thumbnail.
That's good. That's so funny.
No, yeah. You can do the LeBron like,
Perfect.
oh, I'm so scared. Like, yeah, we're losers. Am I worried? Not really. We always end up being competitive for the most part. But letting Enigbari go, letting Quay Walker go, Rashawn Gary, whatever. See ya. I mean, Elton Jenkins sucked to see go, and then signing Hargrave and Franklin, 2 vets. We'll see what they can do, but nothing flashy, nothing really exciting. We'll see what St. Juice can do too, but I would definitely give them an L.
Yeah, I mean, he can't be any worse than Hobbs, right?
Right.
That'd be such a bad idea if he was bad. No, I had the Packers as a loser as well. I'm not going to go
Same.
into him and shit on him, but
So did I.
Yep. It was an
I
easy
put in
one.
little quotes. We'll make up for it in the draft. That's kind of how they roll. They don't make moves. So all the Packer fans, I'm a Bear fan, shit on them. You'll be fine.
We'll just
draft. You
chill
got Michael
out.
Parsons. You can't be too mad.
Just chill.
My number one loser, Alex is going to love this. Was the Packers, and then the Denver Broncos are a loser. Loser,
I
loser,
had them
loser.
too.
Loser,
Yeah,
loser,
me as
loser.
well.
Loser.
Not cool that you stole it, but
Sure,
love that
sure.
somebody else thought of it too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shout out our buddy at Pick a Side. Drew came out with some videos shitting on the Broncos. We're gonna do it too. I'm not gonna go through their signings. I'm not gonna go through their signings because it's nobody really of any. J.K. Dobbins, is that your best signing back? Like, dude, like, come on, like that's what we're supposed to get excited for going to the AFC Championship.
Little Jordan Humphrey, dude.
Oof.
Come on.
I mean, I know Mason fucking hates that guy because he
Still
dicked you
does,
down
yeah.
when you played him. But yeah, they just did a whole bunch of re-signings. I just, how do you not bring in any wide receiver of any relevance? Are we really gonna run Pat Bryant and fucking
I hope.
Mims and all those guys?
Franklin.
Or so.
Franklin, like all those
Sutton,
mid-ass wide
Quinn.
receivers.
Yes.
It's like you're in your window to win the Super Bowl, and you let guys walk, and you're not bringing in guys. Dude, they were in the AFC Championship game. Come on, you got
their window's
you
open.
can have
right
your
now.
opinion on it, whatever. But well, yeah, it's getting there now because they're not fucking doing anything. But it's like, dude, I just don't understand. You don't bring anybody in, even a Naylor. I would have been pretty hyped with the Naylor
been great.
going to Denver. That would have been cool.
I would have been pissed, dude.
Or even, I mean, money was a little bit more, but Wandell going there would have been sweet. Anyone, somebody going there would have been cool for them. Tight ends still suck. Wide receivers are still aging and getting worse. Their defense is going to be fine, but it's just the offense, man. It's bringing in J.K. Dobbins and Little Jordan Humphreys is your two offensive guys. Snore. That's an L for me for the Broncos.
Oh yeah. All right, moving on. We have, I think that the Chiefs are one of the losers of this year's free agency.
Another team I had too.
I get it. They signed Kenneth Walker. Everybody, oh my goodness, Seattle, you let Kenneth Walker go to Kansas City. Cool. Their next best thing was re-signing Travis Kelce. Fucking great. That guy's ancient, not gonna do shit. Others, Tyquan Thornton, brought him back. Sweet, dude. Meanwhile, I have the additions and departures here. So that way I can
McDuffie, Watson.
Yep,
I know that for sure.
Both of them. But the fact that I feel like so in my opinion, the Rams and the Chiefs, with the Rams, it was a high-powered offense, and their secondary was super questionable, and if they were going to lose, that was going to be the reason why, because their secondary couldn't keep up. Now, flip it. The Rams are now set. Offense, amazing. Defense, still very, very good. And they just upgraded that secondary tremendously. Chiefs now have downgraded significantly at secondary and didn't really do much on offense. Granted, again, brought in Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP. There's only 13 other running backs better than him in the NFL.
Yeah, there it is.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke, guys.
Yeah,
but on top of that, I mean, you lost Juwan Taylor, Isaiah Pacheco, fine. Kareem Hunt, fine. Marquise Brown, Jalen Watson, Brian Cook, Leo Chanel. Like, you guys traded Trent McDuffie. Like, you guys lost so much, but brought in Kenneth Walker, Travis Kelce, and freaking Tyquan Thornton. Like,
and didn't like Mahomes open up like $40 million in cap or some shit?
Something. I don't know if it was that much, but it was a lot. And you're not going to have. I'm assuming you're not going to have Patrick Mahomes to start the year, right? No,
probably
way.
not.
No, no.
Probably not.
And how many wins did they have this past year? You think
6?
adding? You think exactly? You think adding one run? You think adding a running back and taking away your secondary is going to propel you back into playoff contention? How does that make sense?
I would say they're very, very, very good at developing corners.
Yeah.
So that would be my only rebuttal to that. And they have the 9th pick, I think it is, in the draft. So they will. I don't know if anything is more of a lock than them taking a cornerback at 9. But Spags is pretty good at developing corners. So they just kind of thought they can move on from both, I guess, instead of just one. But I agree that losing both of those guys is definitely interesting.
It hurts because then you just got to hope and pray that the development continues, because that's not a guarantee by any means. I mean,
Right.
McDuffie's pretty much guarantee right there. So you let go of that guarantee. Now you're like, what happens? What happens? Who knows? I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I got 2 more losers.
I got one more because I also had the Lions here as
one
well, and we
more.
kind of touched up on them. But if anyone wants to talk about them again, we can. The other loser that we haven't really mentioned all that much yet is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I had them as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Losing Devin Lloyd to the Panthers, I think, was
They've
a
done
huge
nothing.
Getting rid of ETN and replacing him with Chris Rodriguez and re-signing DJ Dallas. Just horrendous. And they re-signed an edge who I don't know. They re-signed a D lineman who I don't know. And I don't know
all
who
those guys have
Montreal Brown
combined.
is, but
I just looked
Obviously,
it
we
up.
break them out. So
I just looked it up. They all three of those line or edge people have like a combined 5 sacks last year. All three of them. So
nice.
I wouldn't say
Sweet.
too
Yeah.
much.
Josh Hines Allen is going to have 26 sacks, and Trevor Lawrence is going to have to throw for 5,000 and rush for 1,000 as well if they want to do anything.
Literally.
And they were great last year, so not really, losing
Yeah, that was most
best
of the
linebacker,
reason for me too.
losing ETN, and not doing anything. Like, what the hell? It's kind of the same thing with the Broncos. Like, you guys were just in the playoffs and doing really well. Expand on that, and they haven't.
Nah.
Brashal 2.
Nah.
RB1
That's
season,
not me,
dude.
guys. Get over here.
Golly, dude.
Yuck.
Oh,
Go ahead, Alex.
Oh, all right. My last loser that I have is the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I was thinking about them.
What
I was thinking about it.
the fuck
Just
are
'cause of
we
Tua.
doing? Why?
Why not have two bad lefties instead of one?
What are we doing? You're gonna release Kirk Cousins, who I understand for cap purposes that makes sense, right? But you're gonna bring in Tua? What? I'm sorry,
hey,
that's ridiculous.
Penix might not be ready either. Let's be real. He tore his ACL, I believe, so it's like it could be worse. Could be worse.
Has Tyler Algier signed somewhere yet?
Yeah, he's on the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir.
And
but
they got rid of Caden Ellis, great linebacker.
Yep.
Yes,
Leonard
Saints.
Floyd. Darnell Mooney is gone. Like,
Yep, I didn't know that one.
they,
Idiot.
They brought in Tua, re-signed Kyle Pitts, Olamide Zaccheaus, Austin Hooper,
Yes,
Nick
he's back.
Fogue, Jahan Dotson. Like,
Zaccheaus.
yeah,
Yes.
Zaccheaus.
Yes.
Punter Jake
Atlanta.
Bailey. Like, I just what are you doing? Yeah, like, I understand that offense, right, is primed. Everybody for the last like 2 years at least has been talking about how this team is just competent quarterback play away from being a playoff team and making that next step. And you sign Tua, turned the ball over. What are we doing?
I will say, Drake London could be pretty elite in fantasy football. All he's going to do is slants across the middle, and Tua's going to put it on him, and that's it. It's going to be 4-yard, 6-yard gains. It's going to be 12 targets a game, and it's going to be like 48 yards. It's going to be awesome. They're going to win games? No. But fantasy football is all we care about here, because fuck Atlanta. And that, I think Drake London could really benefit from this.
Go get Drake London.
Yeah.
So, my last loser, and I'm not going to go into them. This team just sucks, and they're not doing anything. Is the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah.
They are terrible.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
don't
funny.
need I don't need to go through any of their stuff because it's just disgusting. And I will say they brought in Algier, but he'll probably be hurt in like 2 weeks because that's just what happens with running backs that go there. So
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
knock on wood, but it's just kind of how it is.
I hope James Conner stays healthy, dude. I really do.
Yeah.
I pray for that man because he needs to stay healthy. Just one last solid year, dude. Come on.
100%.
Is he also on your fantasy team?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. I'm actually that's just the guy I'm rooting for outside of like fantasy and Packers football.
Sure.
Last thing I have is not a team per se as a loser in this NFL free agency, but a team's credibility. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens, man. The way that they handled the Max Crosby situation, saying that he failed his physical, rescinding the trade, right? Yep, let's put big air quotes because we know that did not happen. Or maybe he did fail the physical, but they knew the status of
I'm sure he did.
Max Crosby well before. Yes,
Dude,
they got cold feet on their 2 first-round picks, realized that they got fleeced, and were like, "Oh, he failed his physical. Now we're gonna go sign Trey Hendrickson." Just super bad faith there. I think that they're gonna be like, I don't want to say blackballed because at the end of the day, if you give somebody an offer good enough, and a team thinks that they can make them better, they'll end up doing the trade regardless. But this is a really, really bad look for the Baltimore Ravens front office. Also, that press conference was disgusting. I don't know if you guys caught anything more than just
Oh,
the little clips that were put out, but it was just like if you ever catch like a kid doing something they know they're not supposed to do and they just come up with like every beat around the bush excuse that they can possibly think of, that's how that press conference went. It was awful. So I have the Ravens front office credibility as a loser in this year's free agency because that
yeah.
was just disgusting and bad faith and unethical. Since that's been that's been a buzzword these last couple days, ever since Bam, but
Yeah, my
unethical hoops
unethical.
from the Baltimore Ravens.
I love that, dude. I'm crying at unethical hoops. I think that shit is so funny. So unethical. It's just like, oh, it's such a business term. It's so
Yeah.
mean. It just makes it that much worse.
Yep. Yep. Really,
Yeah,
really deep dig.
I didn't watch any of the press conference, but I saw what he said, and it was just like, all right, so what bullshit are we gonna make up to make it seem like it made sense that he isn't on the team anymore?
Right.
Uh, we tried to
Fail.
get both, but we can't pay two edge rushers 30+ million. That's that that doesn't make any sense.
Right. Yeah, and
But
freaking, my
do you
God.
think do you think Max Crosby is a Raider week 1?
Yeah, I think he's going to stay. I don't think they're going to be able to find something else now that all these moves in free agency have happened with the draft coming up. I think that was their window. I think that window's closed. I think Crosby stays. And I mean, they made a lot of moves. And granted, like I said, I don't think they're going to be an 8 or 9 win team, but they're going to improve. And I
Yeah.
think he's going to enjoy that improvement. And hey, Mendoza, I mean, it's just a fun, fresh, new Raiders team having that first pick if they don't trade back, like you said they might.
And new coach. So
Right.
they
They'll take.
they'll be okay, I guess. They'll be
Just
all
a
right.
huge
They'll
breath of
take.
fresh air, and I think Crosby could appreciate a breath of fresh air.
I
Just
know you were in
not
the
knowing.
using the restroom or whatever you were doing, Alex. I asked him, Max Crosby, Raider week 1.
I do think so. Only because I think that they're not going to get 2 first rounders. I mean, they might be able to get a first, right? But I don't know. I think they're to the point now where if they can make it work with the money, which I think they can. I think I saw something on Twitter that they can just keep Max Crosby and
They have so much money,
yeah,
dude. It's
and
It's
crazy.
insane.
yeah.
Crazy.
So I think he stays. I think he stays week 1. I think he realizes that with all the moves that they made now, I think this is kind of what he's been talking about the last like 3 years, where he's been saying, all I want to do is win. I just want to win. Please get me some
Win,
help.
win, win.
I just want to win. And they've continued to just suck for the last like 3 years, longer than that, but specifically these last 3 years since Max Crosby's been a star. I think this is exactly the situation he's been looking for and asking for. And as unfortunate, I guess you can put in air quotes, as the situation may be, I think that this is exactly what Max Crosby wants. So if they can find a way to keep him and if he's happy to stay and the Raiders want him to stay, then I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be starting their week 1 and why they won't be pretty decent.
Sure. The last thing I had about free agency, I wanted to hear your guys' opinion. The only super confusing signing that I saw was Mike Evans to the 49ers. What'd you guys think of that?
Ayuk's gone. Ayuk's gone for sure. And
Yeah.
as a George Kittle and Mike Evans fantasy dynasty owner, I'm nervous, very nervous, but I think it's a great fit. Brock Purdy's going to be throwing him the ball. Is he wide receiver 1 there? I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
Juwan Jennings is a free agent too.
Yeah, because Jawan
Ricky
hasn't signed back,
Pearsall.
so
I mean, is he gonna really?
Yeah,
Is he
Ricky.
gonna like?
no. I think it's a great fit for the Niners. It's a weird signing, but it's a weirdly good fit because Mike Evans is still Mike Evans. Hopefully, I mean, if he's showing signs of age, then I don't think the signing is great. But that's just me being very optimistic about Mike Evans.
I've just seen
I
too
have.
many. I've just seen too many Twitter memes of like the tendernism videos, and it's what the electrical substation is going to do
Yeah.
to Mike Evans' hamstrings.
Yeah.
Like it's just I'm so worried because everybody gets hurt on the Niners. Everybody all the time. So
hmm
he's older. I don't know. I think there are a few other teams that I would have liked to see him go to that would have
Yeah.
made more sense and wouldn't give me this pit in my stomach of like, fuck, please don't get hurt, man. Please.
Yeah. That's about all I got. Unless you guys have anything else, I got a game. If we want to finish with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's absolutely finish with the game. I'm pretty good for free agency.
Ooh. Titans
What's
just
that?
dropped a new uniform.
Their new uniforms,
Their
yeah.
new logos are.
W.
They have a new logo, and they're more all light blue or what?
They're light blue,
Yep.
yeah. They're like the baby blue with white
The old
and red.
Very yummy.
Yeah, these are nice, man.
They're so sick. I love them. I just
Oh,
love that
God.
baby blue color.
Yeah, those are.
They
I
just
might have to
dropped or
give
what?
me a. Yeah. Oh well,
Yep.
Sleeper NFL just posted it literally a minute ago.
Yeah.
But
Yep. That just amped. I don't even care if it doesn't have anything to do with free agency. Titans W off season right there.
Gotta
yeah,
get a
might
Cam
have-
Ward one, dude.
I was gonna say I
Fuck
might
yeah.
have to find a Titans player to.
Wandale
like-
Robinson, Brennan. That's your guy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
fuck
true.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
That's
Gotta
true.
get both.
I
Maybe
might
a red
get,
one. Oh my god, the
too
red.
bad Chase-
So sick.
I'm getting Shimmery DK's jersey.
Wisconsin legend,
Mm-hmm. I'm getting
All right.
it just because
All
it
right.
looks like something funny.
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of jerseys for this NFL season, so I'm pretty excited.
Dude, I
Pretty
can't
excited.
wait. I just busted one of them out, but I got like 4 more of the throwback jerseys that I bought. I got a bunch of jerseys that I got to bust out once it starts getting a little bit nicer.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting there.
Hell yeah. All right, let's finish with this and let's get out of here. We're going to be blind ranking 6 remaining NFL free agents. So
Ooh.
I just
Okay.
have free agents that I picked from, 6 of them, and you're going to have to blindly rank them. So we'll start with Kirko Chains, Kirk Cousins.
1 through
All positions,
6.
by the way. All positions.
Yeah, all positions here. I mean, I don't really know the best free agents that are still
I
out
was
there.
just
I'm not
gonna
gonna lie.
ask. I was just gonna say that.
But I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it.
I don't love it either. 1 through 6. I'd be cool with like a 4.
I like 4. I like 4.
I think 4 is a
Okay.
good spot.
4. Money. Next, David Njoku, tight end.
See. Oh, this is the thing.
That's
I don't know who's
solid.
all left. Initial thought was like 2, but also I don't know who's all left. Like what better names are we gonna get? Like who's still a free agent?
I think it's a
think
better
like-
option than Kirko.
Yes,
though.
we're
3
thinking
as well.
above 4 for sure.
I like 2, 3.
2 or 3, I like that too.
I was not thinking 1 by any means.
No. I think we can make an argument that David Njoku can be 2. I think
I love
think we'll
that.
be
I
able
like
to
that too.
defend
I like that a lot.
take. So
Absolutely.
Money.
All
All
right.
right.
Taking that Bannon.
Next name up. Cheetah. Tyreek Hill.
5, 6. I'm not up on Tyreek Hill at all this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't-
After he
I mean,
destroyed his leg, I don't know if I can put him above 4. I don't think I could put him
that
at
was the
3.
thing. I was like 3, 5 because it's.
5.
Let's go 5. I like
5.
5.
5
Let's
is-
just put him
yeah.
5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, his
That
leg
leg.
may never recover, man.
Yeah.
I swear. And he's just.
A piece of shit.
ridiculous.
Let's say
Oh,
the names
sorry.
are rough. The names are rough. So
That's fine.
I had to throw some little sprinkle of a guy you know in here. Next name up. Taylor Decker, former Lion, left tackle.
I'm 1 or 3.
I'm
If he says these are iffy names, I'm leaning towards 1 just because I think he's still got some left in the tank.
Do we put him above Njoku? Can we defend that? That's kind of the way that I'm thinking about it here. Plus, I don't know, like we've said 100 times
Again.
already, but we don't know who's left. So I think we can make the argument to put Taylor Decker at 1. He's one of the best tackles when he's out there. So I think we can make that argument for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes,
All right.
yes.
You got 4, 2, 5, and 1. Gonna kick yourself here, Mace. Christian Kirk.
I mean, 3 is fine. 3 is fine. That's absolutely reasonable.
3 is fine. Oh God.
So you got
Ah.
6
Six
and
and 6 and 3.
6 and 3. 6
So
and 3.
now
put him
this
over
is a good spot because putting him 6 would make sense because Tyreek Hill, when healthy, is landslides above Christian Kirk. So I think 6 really does fit here, and
I
I'm
like it.
fine with 6.
All right, I like it. 3 for whoever's left.
That hurt my heart.
Perfect.
That really hurt.
Yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
drove
I didn't
the
mean
shit
to
about that.
I didn't mean to persuade you to put him at 3, so I'm glad you actually put him
Yeah,
at 6.
no, I had
That's
to
where
use
you
one.
should have went. So 6 was Christian Kirk. Number 5 was Tyreek Hill. 4, Kirko Chains. And then 2 was David Njoku. Taylor Decker was 1. And your 3 was Rasheed Walker. So I think it kind of worked out pretty well.
And actually that works out because
You
I'm
know
taking
what?
Taylor Decker over Rasheed Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taylor
Yeah.
Decker, Njoku, Walker, Kirko, Tyreek, and Kirk. So
I don't have any.
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think that's a
love
perfect list.
I think the only thing that people would be like, dude, what the fuck? Tyreek Hill at 5? He's so good. He's so fast. He's the cheetah. And then I would just say, well, hey, look at that injury in slow motion.
a couple
of his
times.
leg looking like a candy cane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yes, he could come back and be, decent. I don't think he's ever going to be back to what he was.
Yeah,
on
but
the
then you
Chiefs
also
and-
run the chance that he gets suspended. So
I mean, and that's another thing. It's
exactly.
Off the
So
field
fuck that
drama.
guy.
It's like, why do
Put
you
him-
want that?
Put Christian Kirk at 5. Fuck it.
I would, yeah, dude,
I can
seriously.
put Tyreek Hill
Yeah.
at 6, dude.
Yeah,
I'm cool
dude.
with that.
We could have done that.
You
Yeah,
should.
but I love it.
Get his jersey, dude. Need to get his jersey wherever he goes. That would be pretty sweet, Mace.
A Titans Tyreek Hill. Oh, Kirk.
Oh,
Christian Kirk.
Oh,
Christian
yeah,
Kirk.
Yeah. No, we do not
Two
want him to
Kirks
be
on the
Tyreek
list.
Hill.
No.
Please don't.
I'm good now, boys. If you got anything else, if you have any other free agents, we can talk more. Or I'm good.
No. Well,
none that I can think of.
Cool beans. All right.
start
Well,
thinking draft.
yeah, we'll do draft. We'll probably do a
Oof.
fun mock. First 10.
Bunch of mocks.
That'll be pretty fun. We also got a little affiliate code with Old Time Sports, so make sure you guys
Yes.
use that. Cheese 15 at checkout, get a little discount.
Hell
We're doing a
yeah.
giveaway, so we'll have a video on Instagram on Saturday. So make sure you guys go check that out. Well, this was Cheesehead and the Bear podcast. Go Bears!
Skull, baby.
This was Cheese